everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. First and 10, it's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
On second down, here's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Throwing is Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
Get ready.
On third down, Palmer. He checks it down here to Ellington. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Johnson, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Get up! Check 13! Check 13!
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a #1 receiver, but he plays that #2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Ryan will throw again. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he gets it down to the 32. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This is Freeman on first and 10. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First hit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Freeman again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his man, the tight end, Tammy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He'll rifle this. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 28 yards on that one. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Back now in Atlanta. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's got time, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brooks Reed able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Jaron Brown the intended target, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled. Except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that'll bring up a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
22 yards on the pickup there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Dysart. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. To Johnson again. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Everyone's got 4 down. Ready. Everyone like 20, like 20, like 20. Ready, ready. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Ready, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get up.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.